Hey, feminine. Let's go ahead, jump right into this reading, my love. Let us see what the messages are that Spirit has here for you on today. Please do keep in mind, y'all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's see, y'all. What are the messages for the feminine? Thank you, Spirit. All right, that's a bird mark. This is incense. Okay. Got some incense burning. All right, let's see. Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages? We have narcissist, Lord, from the very beginning. All right, someone is too full of themselves. All right, narcissist. We have fire sign here. Could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or someone with fire sign somewhere on their chart. Very narcissistic energy. We have gambling, problems with addiction or gambling, bad finances. Let's see. Someone may be wrapped up in themselves solely. What they got going on. Okay. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that if a person deals with a narcissist long enough, you know, they can develop health issues. It's something that I've discussed with you all before. So maybe that's something that you're starting to notice. Like, hey, my health is declining because, you know, I'm dealing with this situation. Nothing is changing. Nothing about this person is changing. You know, it just stays the same. All right, you're ready to grow. You're ready to evolve. The person is a liar. Yeah, your heart is open. You're ready for love. It says open up your heart. It will help you attract more love. So your heart is open. And you feel like if you keep dealing with this person or if you entertain this person, pick whichever one it is for you, then you could develop health issues. You know, whether that's mental, emotional, spiritual, right? For some of us, right? You can develop spiritual illness. Okay. That's a real thing. So you're like, I don't know if I should be too close to this type of person. And they're a liar. Be careful of someone sneaky. I don't like it. All right. So you're full of yourself and you're sneaky. And you got something going on with your finances. It could also be that this now, hey, here's the thing about it, right? We all could have something going on with our finances. What I mean is this person is making risky, unwise choices with their finances. And then coming to other people who seems like to use them. Right? That's what it seems like. All right. That's the energy. So that's what I mean. Because anybody can have anything going on with their finances. You could be up one day and down the next. Let's not act like, okay, we're adults. This is life. It happens. However, that's not what blue meant. Blue is picking up on very specific energy here. Yeah. And see, pre-shuffle, you show up as Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is very stable. You understand what I'm saying? So this person may want to be close to Queen of Pentacles for that reason. Queen of Pentacles is very stable. Okay, so let's see. Spirit. What are the messages here for feminine? What do they need to know? All right. Perhaps you realize that someone doesn't have much to offer. They may know that you realize this. You know, they see that you see this or something like that. All right. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Ooh, and was that the Nine of Cups? Okay, Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. Okay, we have Judgment, Nine of Wands. Okay. Two of Cups. The Ten of Swords is the underlining. All right, so somebody has betrayed your trust too many times here. Yeah, see, the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. All right, I feel like even if there's love, even if there's soulmate connection, it's like, is it enough love? Is it enough attraction, chemistry, passion, whatever it is to keep this situation going? The Ten of Swords in reverse. No. I feel like you're ready to take the swords out and just be on your own. Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. It's like you feel like you'll be happier on your own. All right, Four of Wands is union, but it's also home. Some of you could have lived with this person. The Chariot, all right? Some of you could just be getting in the car and moving on. Some of you could already know who you're moving on to, all right? Now, that could be very specific for somebody, all right? But the Chariot and the Ace of Cups, some of you could already know who you're moving on to, okay? That could be what's here. It's like your heart is open. All right. It's just not open for whoever this person is because they're a narcissist. They're full of themselves. You could have been investing into the connection and waiting to see something happen and nothing ever happened. Again, no growth, no changes. Same old thing. All right, so we have the Queen of Swords and the Six of Cups. Could have been child or children involved in the event that it was. Perhaps that's why you stayed, or that's why you tried to make something work with somebody. But again, it's like I see you just getting in the car and dipping, okay, with the Chariot here and the Ace of Cups. It's like this is divinely orchestrated. You know, Spirit is setting this up this way, guiding you. This may be something that suddenly happens. One day you're just like, okay, I know what I'm doing, okay? We have the 10 of Pentacles here. Yeah, so first we saw the 9 of Pentacles, now the 10. So I feel like Spirit is saying you're guaranteed success here. Like, this is something that's written for you. Success, prosperity, abundance. You know, it's written for you. So if you haven't experienced that, or if you haven't received that yet, it's because of your connection or attachment to this narcissist. They only think about themselves. Okay. They only think about themselves. This could be a whole karmic, all right, situation that you finally woken up to. Okay, this is karmic. You know, I've learned my lesson here in this situation. All right, there could be love coming in here with this Ace of Cups, a love offer. Oh, we have the 4 of Wands, that's twin flame energy. The Emperor, Divine Masculine, the Knight of Pentacles. All right, so you could have slowly but surely always known that you would be doing something a certain way. And you could have always known, but it's like slowly but surely something is coming together here, because the 9 of Wands, it's like you've had enough. The 9 of Wands is when a person has been beat up. You know, the 8 of Wands is when things are progressing. Now, let's say you're progressing, you're moving, this person is progressing and moving with you, but you know how sometimes you try to bring the wrong person with you? So in the event that that's the case, Spirit is going to cause delays. You know, this is Spirit causing intervention and delays now. You know what I mean? Because they're like, hold up, hold fast. This person is not meant to come with you to the next level. Because if all you have right now is the 7 of Pentacles, and they're picking up from the 7 of Pentacles and taking from that, how is it ever going to be the 10? What would they do when you have the 10? Okay, so it's something like that going on here, as to where you're like, okay, this plan has always been coming together. It's just a matter of it actually coming into place. Okay, now with the Star card, again, I feel like this is divine guidance that you're receiving here. The High Priestess is your inner knowing, your intuition, your higher self, what has yet to be revealed to you. So perhaps you were waiting for the deets, you know, waiting on the details from Spirit. Okay, we have the Lovers. You have divine counterpart energy here. All right, there's a twin flame soulmate in this energy somewhere. All right, this person could be an air sign. They don't have to be. I did see air sign when I was shuffling earlier. All right, they could be an air sign, but they don't have to be. This is someone that is willing to compete for you. This is someone that I feel like they don't much mind if, like, okay, if you're dealing with someone, but you're exiting stage left, you know how a person is already done in the mind before the body leaves. You know, it could be something like that going on. This person is well aware, like, you've been done. And they don't mind. You know, they are aware of what's going on. They're open to you, you know. They don't see you as an unhealthy person because they see you as someone with your heart open. You just weren't being loved properly. You know, you weren't being taken care of properly. All right. So I feel like while this person was focused on them, you had no choice but to focus on you. You know what I mean? So it's not like you have not been doing what you need to do. The 9 of Cups is here. All right. You're very content. Okay. And you're in a healed space. So, I mean, if you were to move on, I don't see it as the worst thing in the world. I'm just be honest with you. And typically, I would not advise that, right? It would be like, hey, pause, you know, chill, reflect, right? It says health issues could arise. I feel like you got out of there before health issues became a thing, you know? Something about a fated connection. Okay, when you know, and somebody's willing to compete for you. So, but they don't have to, because you're already done with something. All right, we have the 5 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. Like, even though they're willing to, it's real cute. It's cute and everything, but it's like they don't have to, because you're done with whatever else it was. All right, we have the 5 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. This is like blocking something out for the sake of your peace. Okay, because again, 4 of Pentacles is like stingy, greedy. Okay, somebody holds back and they don't have much to offer. because of that. I really do feel, this is my true, sincere belief, y'all. I feel like when people are in Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles energy, most of the time, not all the time, there are situations that happen, but I'm talking about narcissistic energies, okay? Follow me, okay? I'm not talking about any old person, okay? But a lot of time when a person like that is in that situation, it's because of that. You are that way. Spirit is trying to get you to look in the mirror and see, hey, there's a lack of flow because I'm stingy, I'm greedy, I'm selfish. That energy is like a grip, a tight grip on something. So it's not a flow. You know, when you're generous, you're allowing things to flow. When you're open, when you're kind-hearted, when you're thoughtful, you know what I mean? I feel like you are abundant in those ways. You're rich in those ways. So things are going to reflect back to you, right? That's why the Nine of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles reflect back to you, feminine. This other person, they keep getting Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles because of the way that they are. You know, this is somebody that may literally lie, steal, all that. Let's say it's money sitting on the table, right? Person may take the money on the table. Now, that's just an example. Now, I'm not saying it's that deep, but it could be, okay? If the two of you share or have access to one another's funds or something like that, it could be something like that going on too. You know, just take it the way it applies, all right? Something here like financial abuse, because we're talking about gambling and health right next to each other. So a person just abusing the connection, abusing the access that they have to you, or the access that they have to abundance through you. You get what I'm saying? So that's why they're going to stay in the Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles place. They're abusing the access that they have to abundance through you, because of you. Right? So the second you go to remove your energy, what do you think will happen for that person? So I do see them trying to hold on to you, you know, trying to hold on to you and not wanting you to move on. But the person still doesn't change here, you know. So I feel like it's always been a matter of which path you have wanted to go, you know. I almost feel like I should make this for the masculines a little bit. You get what I'm saying? Because we always do the readings for the feminines, and where we're showing what's going on with the masculine, right? In this case, it's really showing on what's going on with the feminine, right? And I'm sure masculine would like to know that, right? Like, what is going on with her over there, with him over there, you know? What's going on with them over there? Because they always want to know what's going on with me, all right? And then Six of Pentacles, again, reciprocity, generosity. That's what you want. You want a relationship where your heart can be open, because the two of you work together and you're on the same page. So you can build even more together. You can build more faster, too. You get what I'm saying? That's the thing. When you know how to build and you have the wrong energy around, child, it's not going to work. You got to have two people that know and appreciate that, you know, are willing to put that energy in to see it become this stable, long-lasting relationship. With the Four of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles, that's what you have coming in. Ace of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Lovers, Two of Cups. Beautiful energies. Nine of Cups, that's why wish fulfillment is here. So perhaps that's why your arms are folded, because you're like, okay, let this person keep being the way that they are. Let them keep doing what they're doing. You know, I feel like you're at the point where you're not saying anything anymore. What do I mean by that? You know how somebody does something you don't like, or you're not satisfied in a situation, connection, relationship, friendship, whatever, and you just want to speak your piece so that they know how you feel. And then from there, something changes because they love you, they care about you, they don't want to lose you, and they don't want you to feel uncomfortable around them. So they do something to change whatever it is, the behavior, the tone of voice, whatever, right? So if a person does not ever change any of the stuff, any of the things that you say you have a problem with, they never change it, they never do nothing about it, it's like they don't care. And that's what you're getting. This person is so full of themselves that it's like they don't care about what I'm saying to them. They don't care about what they're doing and how it affects me, how it makes me feel, how it's affecting the health of me as a human being who has one body. I don't get to replace my body. Okay? They're not thinking because it's unnecessary stress. Things can be simple. You know, if we say this money is for XYZ, yada yada. This money is for XYZ, yada yada. Why are you making poor financial decisions? Why are you going against the plan? So again, back to that 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. That's why it's so important to you to have someone who's on the same page as you and could just stick to the plan. Not do what they want when they want, because they're only thinking about themselves, not thinking about you, how something will make you feel now or in the long run. That's not it. And think about it. If it's irritating right now and you deal with it constantly, you know, and it's so funny to me, because these same type of people are the people that can't like tolerate children being children. You know, they get so angry and frustrated. Like, you know, everybody has that breaking point, right? And with the child, you know, you might say something 15, 35 times. On that 40th time, you're like, all right, enough. You know, but I'm talking about these type of people. They say something to a child 100 times and they feel like, oh my God. But it's like, you're an adult and people have to tell you endlessly. So what's your excuse? All right. So I don't know. It might be some frontal lobe underdevelopment in this energy as well. All right. We have the 3 of Swords and we have the 3 of Wands as the underlining. So yeah, in the very near future, I feel like even if it's a painful decision to make, it must be made. You know, someone may say, oh, I love you, I love you. You know, I feel like that's lying. Because love is through the actions that you see displayed. And so you have to think, what are you saying? You know, what are you saying? What is this person doing? How are they? Are they showing up in the connection for me in the ways that I need them to? All right, we have an ace, excuse me. 8 of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. All right. So yeah, I feel like this person just wants to keep you trapped. You see that? They want to keep you trapped because of the financial blessings and opportunities and all that stuff that you have. That ain't it. Okay. You have the 9 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. That ain't it. And so the only thing keeping one stuck in that situation is themselves. The 8 of Swords. You can easily take the blindfold off, walk away. Page of Cups is here. Again, they might apologize, say all these other things. No. I also feel like there's just a new love connection, new love situation that you would be happy in. Something else, you know. Again, here's this King of Swords. All right. King of Swords, King of Cups. So it could be somebody with Sword Cup energy. Okay. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They're very easy to talk to and emotionally intelligent. Very mature. The Empress. All right. So you have the Empress and the Emperor. Yeah, this could be your divine counterpart. All right, so they're easy to talk to. There's someone that if you don't know what to do, you can go to them and be like, hey, what should I do about this? And they always have the answers for you, you know, if you're going through anything as far as emotionally. And you come to this person, they're a safe space. Okay, if you ever take time to yourself, because we all need time to ourselves, they're always patient and understanding, you know. I don't know, I just feel really positive energy coming from this Emperor here. All right. So it's like if you're leaving something else behind that wasn't working, that you've witnessed multiple times over now, it's just not working. It is what it is kind of thing, you know. The Fool card is detaching and going into this new beginning, the Magician. All right. Manifesting great things, stable new beginning, long lasting relationship, the Hermit. Yeah. You're ghosting something. All right. Having a breakthrough. I don't even think it's really ghosting. I think you're just leaving something. You've wised up. You know. We got the King of Wands here again with that fire sign. Page of Swords. This person is watching you. Okay. They're watching you. And they may know that you're opening your options up. That may be something that they try not to care about, but they do. Because again, they're in the 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles on their own. You're 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles by yourself. And you're coming together with this Emperor here at some point that you have a true heart-to-heart, soul-to-soul connection with. And you're going to have even more, you know, contribute even more to their lives as well. To their life as well, excuse me. I say lives. Maybe they have children, or pets or something. I said lives. All right, we have peace. Find inner peace in moments of stillness. Peace, be still. All right. We have gratitude. Be grateful for every moment. Keep a heart of gratitude. Yes, indeed. You're very prosperous because of that. You're a very peaceful person. All right. So I feel like you always try to find the best solution. I feel like you're a very loyal person as well. So you wanted to ride this out with this person. But again, your heart is open. It's like no love lost. You just see that this person is not in the same space as you. You know, that's all. You just don't want to let your light turn dark because this person is trapped in darkness or something like that. Yeah, because see these open hearts here? The heart here, this one is dark. This person is dark. It's like they're operating in their shadow self. Okay, if their nose could grow every time that they lied, child, they wouldn't be able to walk anywhere, go anywhere, because their nose wouldn't be letting them. It'd be swinging and hitting everything. All right. Compassion. Embrace others' differences. Accept your own imperfections. Okay. Child. Joy. Joy is the dance of the soul. Enjoy every moment. Release. All right. Release past burdens and embrace new beginnings with the underlying energy of wisdom. See? So you just gained the wisdom. So you're ready to free yourself. All right. This could have been a very heavy burden for a really long time. You're a joyful person, compassionate person, peaceful person. You see these things? Wisdom comes from experience and reflection. You've had this experience. That's why I tell you guys, it was a karmic relation. That's what karmic relationships are for. To help us mature, to help us wise up in some way or another where we need to. It applies to feminines as well. All right. It's not just masculines that be with karmics. Feminines be with karmics too. And it's no shame here. Okay. No shame. It's all a part of the game. All right, fun and adventure, joy. Yeah, you're just a joyful person, okay? Letting go, resistance. Yeah, man, someone could be resistant to change, but it's about time, beloved. All right, it says it's time to play and get reacquainted with your childlike self. Open up to your sense of adventure and fantasy. You've been way too serious and moving through the motions. Snap out of it and have some fun. I just posted that song earlier on my YouTube on the community tab, guys, because we're on YouTube right now. Go check it out. All right, Fantasy by Mariah Carey. That's from back in the Diz age, y'all. That's classic material. All right, but they mentioned that. It says open up to your sense of adventure and fantasy. All right, so I thought I'd mention it. Okay, passion ignited desire. All right, live with passion by stepping into what feeds your soul and gives you joy. When you choose to make room for this in your life, the universe responds by creating opportunities that support your soul's purpose and passion. You see that? Look at you. You are on fire. You hear me? It's like you just have better boundaries. And you've always expressed your needs, your wants, your desires. I feel that. You know, your heart is huge. You put it out there. This person, they just were not paying attention. They were neglected. They were doing something because they're so full of themselves. That's it. They're thinking about themselves, what they wanted, how they, it's like they felt like they won. They won in life because they had you. But you was like, well, what about me? Did I win? Because I don't feel so lucky right now. You ain't paying no mind. You ain't contributing. You get what I'm saying? Or whatever. Child, and that's the worst, okay? So you said, I got to let this go. I got to shake it off. Speaking of Mariah Carey, okay, you got to shake it off. All right, nature therapy, grounded. Your soul loves to connect and be one with nature. A beautiful healing takes place when you ground and center yourself with the earth. Being in nature has a way to restore what has been lost and brings you back to your center. All right, yeah, so it's like sitting under a tree. Some of you may be sitting under a tree. Some of you may also enjoy water, being near or in water. All right, depending on where you are in the world, it could be a little too cold for that right now, unless you have an indoor pool or somewhere you can get into one indoors. But yeah, they said nature. So we talk about outside. It's too cold outside right now to be in the pool outside right now in some places. All right, but maybe you're sitting near water. Okay, is another thing. We have balance needed, relationships. Make sure all your relationships are equal in balance with giving and receiving. If they are out of rhythm, then the other is sacrificed and it can't sustain itself. Therefore, it will create more obstacles to overcome. Know you are worthy and deserve respect in all ways. Yeah, you see there? It's like, you were giving too much. You were doing too much. All right, now you're taking a leap of faith. You're taking a chance. You're courageous. All right. I feel like if this is something that's going on right now in this moment, and your DM, your masculine comes in, you're like, oh, this is how I'm feeling. You're going to be like, oh, you're going to take the leap. That's why, because this is the situation you're going through, you know, and you're like, of course, I would willingly take that leap towards true love instead of dealing with this situation that I was only dealing with because I feel like, hey, you know, child of children or whatever the case may be, like we mentioned earlier, you know, or because you were looking at it from a compassionate place. And my oldest person is different. They just haven't developed. They've been through this. They've been through that. You was just trying to be, you know, love like you are. But there's no balance there. All right. So back to this 10 of Swords in reverse, 6 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. It's like you done had your heart hurt in this situation time and time again. Why would you not take a leap of faith into the arms of someone that you know is going to take care of it? Sure. Child. That's what I say. Ain't no judgment over here. Sure. I don't get that. I don't understand. Why would I judge you? All right. We have soul family. Exactly. Why would I judge you, family? All right. It says finding your soul family is a blessing that reaps many benefits. You are being asked to reach out and explore to find your soul connections. They will feel familiar, safe, and trusted when you meet them. Send out your intention to connect with your soul family and see who comes your way. Do you see what I'm saying? So perhaps you sent that energy into the universe. Like, I just feel like a caged bird. I feel like a trapped unicorn. What the frick, universe? And then your DM popped up like, hey, been thinking about you. Hey, what's up? Hey, can you reach out to me? Hey, can we talk? Something. And you said, leap. You know, you went for it. You went for it because you said, up, soul family, feel familiar, feel good. I know that this is a safe space. I can trust this person, you know. And it doesn't have to be, you know, hop, skip, jump into a relationship. But the thing about twin souls, they have that romantic energy between them a lot of the time. All right. So it doesn't always have to be that, but we did see that. Okay. So we have patience needed as an underlining. You see, don't rush, don't push. Remember the Knight of Pentacles? Just know that you're going to be leaving one situation that wasn't working and slowly but surely making your way towards something that's more in alignment with who you are, where you're going. Okay? Says be mindful not to rush or push your agenda at this time. Trust in divine timing and less in instant gratification. Having patience allows everything to unfold as it should. The seeds have been planted. Now let them grow. Remember the 7 of Pentacles? Child, this person done messed up, honey. They done lied time and time again. And you said, don't even worry about it. This is what I mean. The mind is already gone. Soon the body follows. Why? Because this person keeps doing the same thing over and over. You don't see anything different. You've been growing. You've been ready for more. All right. Heart opening. Listen, you see your heart is still open. Open up your heart. Heart opening. So as you keep your heart open, you attract a very specific energy. What is that saying? You know what I mean? So it says opening your heart center and listening to your intuition will always lead you in the right direction. You now have the opportunity to let down the walls you created from past wounds. Let your light shine from your heart to experience what the universe has always wanted for you. This is what the universe always wanted for you in the first place. So it's like you got in your own way. That could be also what this is about. Like had you would have waited or something, or had you would have been patient in the first place, you know, you would have ended up in the right place in the first place. But it's like you're going to end up where you're meant to be regardless. So, but you know, maybe this is like one of your guardian angels who still wanted to get on you about it or something. You know, like had you would have listened to what I had said when I had said it, then shoot, okay? But it's all right. Yeah, false narrative. You had to learn how to trust your discernment. It's okay. All right, you had to learn how to trust your discernment. It is all right. You and a narcissist could have connected through trauma. But you're a radiant goddess, and it's about time you accept it. All right? You are an amazing goddess ready to fully understand how significant you are. Tap into your power by owning your beauty and potential by not making any apologies for it. Like, this is me, beloved. That's it. It's all right. Period. That's it. Sorry, not sorry. But those are the messages that I have for you at the time, my love. I pray that this helps you. I know it will. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. Information as to how you can book personal readings with me, purchase any merchandise, or get a copy of one of my books can be found in the description box beneath this video. Peace and haggery.